Okay. It should be working. I hope it's working, because if it isn't, I'm literally going to scream. I'm just gonna give it a second. Oh! 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 I think it's working! Oh my god, I hope it's actually working. If anybody's watching this right now, please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me, and if I'm not just a blank screen saying waiting for TehMimi, because I really don't want to headbutt my computer, but I will. Can you guys see me? Oh my god, hello, hello, hello. Oh, please. Oh my god, yes, thank you, thank you. Awesome. Okay. I have been trying for the past 24 freaking hours to get this to work on YouTube. Last night I was going to live stream on both Twitch and YouTube when we were going to play a scary game, and it was great. We did end up playing the scary game. It was a lot of fun, but it would not stream to YouTube. And all day since like 12 o'clock, I've been trying to get this program to work. I was using OBS trying to schedule a stream onto YouTube. For some reason, it didn't work. So this is my backup using StreamYard now. I don't know StreamYard as well as I know OBS, so I don't know if you can get some cool widgets like OBS does. Nevertheless, it's working. So now, since people are watching, hello, 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 I'm so glad that this is working. I'm so sorry if anybody was disappointed at the fact that it just wouldn't stream live last night. Thank you for being patient with me. I'm very, very, very happy that it doesn't say zero right now. So thank you. So as the title says, I'm going to be giving some updates, and I'm also going to be doing some Q&As. So I'm going to let a couple people, I'm going to kind of let this go for a little bit and kind of let the chat build up a little bit more, give it some time, because I really didn't schedule this for a long period of time. I just wanted to see if it worked. Luckily it does. So we'll do Q&As in a little bit. Right now I'm just going to send the links out, let people know that yes, it is in fact working. And I'm going to give some updates on a couple things, which shouldn't take too long. So while I'm talking right now, I don't see the chat, but I did notice it was going off a little bit. So we'll get to that in just a second. Hello to anybody who is just coming in. We've had a lot of technical difficulties, but now, thank the Lords, it's working. So we're just gonna promote this a little bit and tell everybody that it's actually working. Because we've had some problems. So, okay, let's see. I posted it to Twitter, and I want to post it to my community page here on YouTube. Thank you guys for being patient with me. I do very much appreciate it. So yeah, now that we've gotten that out of the way, hi everybody. So let's see here. So some updates. We're going to start with those first. Should only take a minute or two, and then we'll get into some Q&As. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them now, and then I'll kind of scroll down and go through it as we get to them. So there's not too much to really discuss in regards to what's coming. It's pretty much on this channel. So we're doing a lot of trending topics, if you will. As you guys have seen, I've been doing a lot of stuff talking about people like Onision and J-Station and some other crazy things. I'm trying to lean more towards less dark topics, because after talking about them so much, it kind of, I don't know, it starts to affect me personally. And I feel really, really bad for a lot of people in the situations that I talk about, and I can't really feel happy to say like, oh my god, this video went viral about this topic, because it's not something to be happy about. It's a terrible topic. So we're going to try and mix some things in with that. We're going to try and talk about some more lighthearted topics, as we're not going to stop talking about terrible, terrible things. Sometimes, you know, you have to cover something that's going on. There's a video I kind of want to do talking about the trees that Mr. Beast is planting, just to kind of promote that a little bit, because I think that's great and that's something nice. but we're gonna try and spice things up a little bit. Now, for my animations that I've been talking about relentlessly, they are coming. I'm getting to, I'm getting to, I'm getting through it very slowly, but I'm putting a lot of effort into it. If you follow me on my Patreon, if you're a Patreon member, which there's like a whole 5 people that do, I did put a little sneak peek. So for those of you who don't know, I do have a Patreon, and I put sneak peeks of my animations and stuff on there, just to keep that in mind. But it is coming. It's just a slow process, but soon, very soon, we're getting there. I'd say it's about 75% done. So now, without any further ado, let's get into some questions, some Q&As, and I'm going to be honest, this stream will not be horrendously long. I'm going to kind of try to keep it about a half hour, because originally I wanted this to be at 12, and I've had problems with my technology, so yeah. So I'm going to scroll up here a little bit. Hello, everybody. Let's see if there's any questions. So for my hobbies, I'm a very boring person. Most of my hobbies are viewable here. I like to complain about things on YouTube. I like to animate things. There's some other things that I particularly enjoy, which I want to get back into, such as martial arts and stuff, which is fun. I used to do that a lot when I was younger, a couple years ago. So that was a whole lot of fun. I want to get back into that. As for other things, I really like photography. I love filmmaking, and I really want to kind of get back to my roots with those as well. And I've been saying that for a long time, but that's something that is very time consuming and very, very, you really need to prioritize that, or at least the way I like to, because I'm kind of a perfectionist. So yeah. The skeleton goth, yes, you can be a moderator. I just have to figure out how to do that on YouTube. I'll get to that in a minute. Do I have a cactus? I do have a cactus. I don't feel like getting up, so I'll show you my fake cactus. I love cacti and I love pineapples, but this is my cactus that's fake, and I got him from clearance aisle in one of the stores around my place. And when it's Christmas time, I'm gonna put a little Santa hat on him. He's the only tropical decoration I have out right now. And I love him, but I don't have a name for him. Let's see. What's my opinion on Too Mad and Jameski's beef? I don't know who they are. I can't form an opinion on them. I'm sorry. As for Halloween, usually I don't do anything Halloween night. Oh, I got a hair. But maybe if I can get this stuff figured out, and I just realized I was looking at my actual DSLR camera, not the webcam, sorry. Used to looking at that. If I can get some things figured out, I would very much like to try and do another scary game stream, and fully from start to finish complete a game. We got really close last night with Fatal Frame, but it was getting really late, and with all the technical problems I had with that, mostly pertaining to it not working on YouTube, we were set back a little bit. So we're gonna try another game and see, maybe for Halloween night. I am from Pennsylvania. I like to consider myself being from the ass crack of Pennsylvania, because on one butt cheek you got Trenton, and on another butt cheek you have Philly, and I'm like right in the middle of that. Not that anything is particularly wrong with either city, but it's just, you kind of get the best of both worlds a little bit. Let's see. So I think I feel like I skipped some questions here. I did. I'm sorry. So, what is it like being a YouTuber? Boring for me. It's really, a lot of people in my personal life don't know I do this, and a lot of people that know I do this don't know me in my personal life. There's a couple people that do, a couple friends. I think it's a little bit cringy, though. I don't like talking about this to my family or personal friends too much, just because then I have to go into oh, well, who's Onision and who's J Station and why do you talk about these people, and it's a lot. So I kind of keep my I kind of live like a double life sort of. Am I excited for Halloween? I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays. I just love spooky and scary things. I love carving pumpkins and caking leaves and drinking spicy apple cider. It's one of my favorites. It just makes me sad that that means that winter is coming. And yeah, but I am very excited for Halloween. So let's see. Uh, Hello. Chester is doing good. Where is he? Hey, Snuggy! Chester! Come here! Come here, Snugs! Come here, look what I got! He was taking a nap and I just woke him up. I don't think he wants to... Oh, maybe he will. Come here! Come here, cutie. We got him a dragon costume for Halloween the other day. It was on clearance. Hi, sweetheart. Come here. Hold on. Let me see. Do I have... Oh, here we go. Hi. Oh, come here. No! He just wants a treat. He's going to calmly take that treat and go away because he was kind of in like a sleepy state and I just woke him up, but I wanted him to say hello. He's doing great. Let's see. Am I in school? If so, what am I studying? Right now, I am not. I am halfway through a communications degree and I just keep changing my mind on what I want to do. I'm considering going back to just finishing up the degree just to have something next, but I'm giving myself a little bit of time to kind of decide on whether or not I truly want to do that so I don't make an impulsive decision. I'm trying my hardest to stop making impulsive decisions, and I think that's the reason why I do a lot of the things I do. Will I be uploading anything on my Mariatas? Oh, so that... I'm kind of keeping that channel on the back burner just in case things don't work out with my animations on here. I think if I post my animations on here and people don't receive it well, they just want me to start talking about like drama and stuff again, I'm going to use that as my like backup. Just because it already has a following established a little bit and I already have a couple stories on there anyway. So that just for right now is going to be, on the back burner. All right. So, hey, Chris Foley. So he follows me on Twitter. He said he's not going to be here for a long time. So I'll say hello just in case I can't get to any like questions or anything. Oh, let's see. Can I have babies? I don't actually know. I don't know. How am I into horror movies? If I am a fan, what do I think of the new Grudge movie coming out in January? There's a Grudge movie coming out in January? If it's coming out in January, I'm skeptical of how good it will be. Because usually January releases aren't that good. I look forward to it, though. Because I haven't heard anything about that. But The Grudge was one of the really big horror movies back in the early 2000s, which is a lot of the horror movies I'm very familiar with. I like The Ring better than The Grudge, but The Grudge that could use a remake. Maybe it'll be terrible though. I usually prefer usually movies like that, the original Japanese versions of them are so much scarier. For example, I used to watch the movie One Missed Call, if anybody remembers that movie, came out a while ago. The original version in Japanese was a little bit longer, but it was so much better. It was so scary, and it was, but I don't think I watched the Japanese version of Grudge. But yeah, let's see. How do I pronounce my name and where did it come from? So my name is TehMimi, is literally the Mimi, but switched around. So Mimi is my childhood nickname, and I get Ta from an animator that I used to watch relentlessly back in the early 2000s. Her name was Shadow Leggy. She still makes content actually on YouTube, but her little inside joke was replacing the word the with ta, just because it was, I don't know, it was quirky, it was funny, but I was such an avid fan of hers that when I made this channel, instead of making it the Mimi, I put TehMimi. And I kind of like the way it sounds. I've kind of stuck with it all these years. I made this channel back in 2008. So just to give you some context on how long ago that was. But now she's not even that popular compared to how she was in the early stages of YouTube. So I don't know if anybody's heard of her, but if you like animations, check her out. She was one of the original animators on this platform, if not the first one that really got popular. But she's nowhere near as big as like the Odd Ones Out. What are you doing? What are you doing, little snug? He's just laying on the floor. So yeah. Let's see. Thank you guys for who's saying I'm like awesome and you like my commentary. I'm glad that people out there enjoy my existence. I appreciate it. The best horror film I've watched. And I'm sorry if I'm not like if you're sending me messages or comments on here and I'm not getting to it yet. I'm kind of going down the line. I want to make sure I get as many as I can. So anyway, the best horror film I've seen, I want to just say it's the original Halloween, just because it has a lot of nostalgia for me. You know, I'm one that prefers Michael Myers over Jason. I don't know how popular that opinion is, but that's one of the classics, one of, the OGs. So, yeah. When am I going to upload more on Chester's channel? We have filmed a Halloween costume try-on video. I hate the way it came out because basically it could have just been us taking pictures. I would film it, we would have the costumes, we would pose, and then I went to the next costume. I think I might still upload it and also add in Chester's dragon costume that he doesn't feel like wearing right now because I just got the dragon costume last night. It was on clearance, so I think I'm gonna still post that. And I need to stop neglecting that channel. He's really, really such a good boy, and I really think you guys would really enjoy. I need to stop saying the word really, but I think you guys would appreciate him on there. So, let's see. Oh, thank you. I actually am also relatively new to live streaming. This is my second one that I've done recently, other than joining some of my friends' live streams. Let's see. Would I consider a Hyrule Warriors playthrough? I never played that, but I'm always up for something that's kind of. I think I've actually heard of it. It does sound familiar, but I haven't played it. But yeah, if I can get my hands on it and if I enjoy the game, I would definitely. That would be something that would be more on Twitch though, not on YouTube per se. So let's see. Let's keep going down. I lost my place. I'm sorry. Let's see. Oh no. Oh, here we go. Okay, I found it. Someone said McDonald's. Okay. Let's see. The best horror film, we've already answered that one. Is YouTube my full-time job? No, it's kind of just a really big hobby for me right now. I'm currently in between jobs. I might do a story time on that. But yeah, it's not something that I plan for it to be. But it definitely is something that I would like to consider a side hustle once I start getting my life figured out a little bit better. I do plan on making a video on morgues in the future. I'm not going to try to pronounce your name because it's blah, 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 but I am going to try and do a video on morgues. I've been thinking about doing that. So just so you know, let's see. How was my Twitch attempt yesterday? It went well. It just didn't go well on YouTube's end. I tried to multi-stream it and it didn't work. So if you were over on Twitch, it went good. If you were over here, it didn't go so good. How long do I want to stay in YouTube? I don't know. I feel like YouTube is something that I can't predict because I've already decided to leave YouTube and then I came back. It's just until I guess the burnout sets in, I'm gonna be creating content for a pretty decent amount of time. Let's see. First thing I hear is, can I have babies? Okay, so somebody asked if I can have babies. Like, just I don't know if they were asking if if I am legitimately able to do that. I don't know if I can. I've never tried. So, yeah. Let's see. What is my favorite video game? PS2 games. My current favorite video game that's, like, popular now, that's recent, I guess, would be The Sims. Um, in regards to, like, an actual console game, probably The Last of Us. I'm very picky with video games. I really enjoy the survival horror genre, and that's not popular anymore compared to what it used to be. It got popular for a little while, and then it kinda died off. I love anything that's scary. Outlast was a good game. I never finished it, but it was scary. I would like to play the remake of Fatal Frame 2. That recently came out. My favorite video game of all time is a toss-up between Fatal Frame 2, which is what we played last night, and Silent Hill 2. And those are two very old games, so they're not relevant in the slightest, but I love them. Let's see. Chester is my only dog, at least for right now. He doesn't really get along with other dogs too well. But if we can kind of get him out of that mindset, I would love to have a second dog, but I don't want to push anything on him. I don't want to cross any of his boundaries. So that's something that we're going to have to. I keep looking over there because that's where he is and I'm staring at him. I don't want to push any of his boundaries. So that's something that we're going to have to see in the future if we can handle that. But, oh, I would love a second dog. And before anybody asks any type of dog that I would want as a second dog, because Chester's a German Shepherd, I would love a Golden Retriever. But, yeah, I'm a big dog person. Let's see. Watch the Japanese video or the Japanese one-on-one Miss Call. I love that movie. Isn't that movie great? Oh god, it was a lot scarier than the American one Miss Call. So let's see. Let's keep going down. Joanna says, also just came across your channel this week and I love you and your videos and Chester's the cutest thing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm going to try from this point on to try and acknowledge everybody's even if they don't have a question. We'll see how that goes. We'll see. But thank you, Joanna. I appreciate it. Let's see. I keep losing my spot here. Can you please realize my existence? You know what? Just for the sake of that comment, I'm gonna spell your name out because I can't pronounce it. DDJBSDJ JDJDSBJD. Did you like kind of headbutt your keyboard? Oh my gosh. Either way, hello. Thank you for being a part of this. Let's see. Have watched the original Nightmare on Elm Street? That's some nice nostalgia if you like this. Oh, I know I've seen it before, but it's been so long. I used to watch these scary movies when I was really little, and I probably shouldn't have. The last Nightmare on Elm Street movie I remember, I think was like Freddy versus Jason, but I don't even remember what happened in that. But I've seen all of them at some point or another. I made a list of 121 short horror movies on YouTube. Oh, thank you. You sent me the link, so if I consider watching, that would be awesome. Thank you so much. I will check that out. Let's see. Liam O'Donovan said, I hope you stream more. Thank you. I hope that this goes well. If it does, I will. Do I prefer beanie or no beanie? From the Skeleton Goth. I don't wear this beanie as much as I used to in public. So, do you guys want to hear? I don't think I've ever talked about this beanie on my YouTube channel. I think people just kind of expect it. And it's just kind of there, and it's kind of a staple onto the TehMimi look, but I don't think I've ever talked about this beanie and its significance. I'm gonna go into it just a little bit. In 2014, it was my first year of college. I used to do my own hair all the time. Like, I used to cut my hair. I would like do my own bangs when bangs were still kind of relevant. And I was so used to doing this for such a long period of time that college rolled around and I was like, you know what? I kind of want to go through the bang stage again. And at this point, they were kind of grown out like this. So I went in the bathroom like I normally would, got my little hair razor and did my bangs. It came out terrible. It came out so bad. I was so embarrassed to go in public. The only thing that was available to help conceal this monstrosity was this beanie hat. And this beanie hat was not and still is not rightfully mine. This is actually my boyfriend's beanie hat. He left it over my house conveniently right around this time. So I picked it up one day on my way out the door to go to college, because in college they usually don't care if you wear hats like in high school. I put it on my head, I went out the door, and there it was. And at this particular time was when I first started doing these types of commentary videos. So I'd come home, not even take the beanie hat off. Obviously, I wouldn't want to anyway because my bangs were atrocious. And I would make my videos, and it just kind of became a statement piece in my entire channel. And I just haven't gotten rid of it. Obviously, you know, I don't wear it like I used to. My bangs are grown out now, so I have no real reason. But for the channel's sake, I prefer to have it on just because I feel like it's part of me. So, story time. There you go. There's the origin story of my beanie hat, which really isn't mine, but I say it's mine just to kind of keep it going a little quicker. So yeah. Okay. So Carrie, let me see. Carrie Tacoma, I hope I said your name right, asks how old I am. I am 24. And next month, November, I will be 25, and I'm horrified. I am absolutely horrified. Time just keeps going really fast, and I don't know why, but yeah. Let's see. We're talking about any Canadians other than me in the chat. Oh, hi. Hi, anybody who's in Canada. Hello from Pennsylvania. So yeah. Let's see. Are things that are thicker better than longer ones? I don't know what that means. Let's see. Let's see. What horror game haven't I played yet? I haven't played the Blair Witch game, and there's a German Shepherd in that, Chester, if you want to co-op play with me. I don't think you can co-op on that, but I haven't played the Blair Witch game yet. Although I've seen people play it, and from what I've seen, it looks like it's all atmosphere and very little to do with, like, fighting anything. I could be wrong, but that's just what I've seen. So, yeah, maybe do a video about Bang Energy. Oh, Bang Energy, the thing that Danielle Cohn was promoting underage with inappropriate clothing. That Bang Energy? Maybe. I feel like I covered that a little bit. I actually can't remember if I said specifically Bang Energy was the one that was promoting her in that video that I did about Danielle Cohn. But we'll see. If there's any more like scandals behind Bang Energy, like either involving Danielle Cohn that I am unaware of or anybody else, definitely could talk about that, because yeah, there's a suspicion something shady is happening with it. That's interesting. Oh, looks like we got some more chat things here. It just kind of loaded. And sorry I'm not looking directly at the camera here. I'm kind of interested in what you guys are saying. So if I'm looking over, I'm looking at the chat here. So let's see. Yeah, definitely there's more. It just kind of loaded. So my birthday is... I'll give you a hint. If you enjoy zodiacs, if you enjoy anything about the zodiac, and if anybody is in this chat right now that enjoys the zodiac stuff, I'm not like somebody that like hardcore believes in it, but I have an interest in it a little bit. I am born on a cusp, and it's November, and there's only one day that there can be a cusp per like in between each zodiac thing, and I am born on that cusp. So yeah, see if you can figure it out. See if you can figure out what day I'm born, not bored. Okay, let's see. I'm scrolling up a little bit because it looks like it looks like I missed a lot of messages here. So I'm going to scroll up more. Let's hope that I can get through some of these. So, okay. Do I like ramen noodles? Of course I like ramen noodles. Who doesn't like ramen noodles? Although I will say that I haven't had them in a really long time, and now I'm thinking about it. I have some downstairs. Maybe I should make some later. They're very high in sodium, though, so I wouldn't suggest eating them a lot. Let's see. Let's see here. It keeps, like updating, so I don't want to... Manor? I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. I'm not sure who that is. Do I have a Discord server? Okay, I need to do a new announcement because I forgot about this. So, I've talked with everybody who is currently supporting me on Patreon. I need to do some updates with Patreon. I do have a Discord server. Right now, it's only accessible to those who are part of my Patreon. However, I'm going to change it sometime this week so that way it's public to everybody, and those who donate on my Patreon page will have an exclusive channel on the Discord server that we can continue our conversations and kind of talk in a smaller group setting. However, I am going to be making it public just because I think it would be a lot of fun to have more people in there and kind of be active and talking and like bringing some stuff to light, making friends and stuff. And I think it would be a lot more lively if I did it that way. So I just need to figure out some things and kind of get them in order before that. So, but sometime this week, I'm definitely going to be making it live for everybody. And then there's just going to be channels on there for Patreon exclusive members. So let's see. Let's keep going. So yeah, in other words, for that question, keep your eyes peeled. Keep your ears out and your eyes open because I'm going to be posting an update on that soon. So let's see. Have I ever been to Ireland? No, but I would love to go to Ireland. That's one country that I've always wanted to visit. You know, half of my family's Irish. I used to do Irish dancing. It's a beautiful looking country from all of the pictures I've seen and stories I've heard. I would love to visit it. Let's see. I did try to put my head on my keyboard. Oh, geez. Okay. Have I ever heard about SCP? Like the SCP Containment Breach game? Yeah, I have heard about that. I should play that. That would be a fun game to play. If I watch TV shows, what's your favorite and current past shows? I watch really crappy anime that, people will probably judge me on, but listen, okay? I know it's crappy anime. I want to enjoy it anyway. I like Sword Art Online and watch my subscriber count go down as I say that. I don't care though. I know it's terrible. When it first came out, I was really attached to it and I wanted to like it so bad that I've convinced myself that I like it. And it's something that my boyfriend and I like watch religiously. I definitely see why it's a terrible show. There's a lot of things in it that are crappy, but I like it anyway, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because of the aesthetics of it. I don't know if it's because, it involves, like, being trapped in a video game, and that concept is cool, even though they stole the concept from another show. I don't know. I just really enjoy it, and I think as long as I am aware that it's not the greatest, but I do enjoy it. And other than that, a TV show that I'm trying to I need to renew my Netflix subscription because I want to watch the new season of BoJack Horseman. I really, really love Stranger Things. I could talk to you all day about Stranger Things, but we're not going to do that because we don't have that much time. But so those are my two favorite Netflix shows right now. And Agretsuko. Agretsuko is a really short show. The episodes are 15 minutes in length. I love the animations of it because they're so simplified. It's a cute little show. It's on Netflix. If I didn't say that already, it's great. I love that show. Do I also hate J Station? Do I hate J Station? I don't hate J Station. I just don't like him. I don't respect him. And I don't think that he is deserving of the platform he has, considering how obvious it is that he is taking advantage of particular people and has taken advantage of particular people. And I really wish more people would talk about that. I'm really thankful that my video got the amount of views that it did. I know that some of the things I talked about aren't able to be proven 100%, but it's very obvious that some sketchy things were going on, and nobody's talking about it, and I kind of resent that in a way. So, yeah. It makes me sad because it's kind of similar to what Onision is doing, just not is not as severe of a it's just not happening to as many people as those involved with the Onision situation. What is my favorite food? My favorite food is anything with cheese. However, as I am getting older, I am noticing more and more that I'm kind of a little bit lactose intolerant. I have to be officially tested, but I've taken a DNA sample test, and it's told me that I'm probably lactose intolerant. And every time I eat any type of dairy, some reactions happen, which kind of make it a little more obvious. But I will still eat it. I will still eat cheese despite what it does to me. And I really need to stop. But I love it so much. I love pizza. I love cheesy tacos. I love macaroni and cheese. I am a slut for macaroni and cheese. I'm going to say it. I fucking love macaroni and cheese, and I need to stop. I haven't found I would honestly, if I could find a vegan cheese or a dairy-free cheese that tastes exactly like the way real cheese tastes, I would eat it in a heartbeat. Just so that way I wouldn't get sick from it. But I love cheese enough that God, what a boring person talking for like over 2 minutes about cheese. But I love cheese enough to put my body through harm to eat it. That's a problem. I need to stop, but I won't anytime soon. So the next question is, am I an atheist? I'm more agnostic, being that I am somebody that just does not know. And I'm kind of becoming more and more content with the fact, like, I don't know. Like, I'm just uncertain of not only what I believe, but of what happens after life. Yeah. I did grow up as, like, my family's Catholic. I've grown up in a Catholic setting, and a lot of the things happening with the Catholic Church has turned me off completely and has made me become somebody that doesn't believe in a lot of the things that they preach. I will say that, at least from the church that I went to, there was more like life metaphors and like life lesson type of things that they taught. Like, they would do like a lot of metaphors. Like, one that I really liked was when the sky is at its darkest, the stars shine the brightest, and stuff like that was really therapeutic and nice to hear. And when people talk about like the Catholic Church, they make it seem like it's all Bible preaching and stuff like that. There were some things that I've gotten out of that were very valuable life lessons, but there's also a lot of really, really terrible things that the Catholic Church has done, which has made me not want to consider myself that anymore. And also, even without that, growing older, I've kind of just become more and more content with, how do we know for sure? How do we know that this is what's going to happen, or this is what's going to happen in regards to like an afterlife or anything like that? It's something that I would like to believe that there is. There's part of me does believe that there is, but part of me just doesn't know. And if I think about it too long, I get anxiety about it. But yeah. Let's keep going. Something tells me you like SCP related stuff. Yeah, definitely. I like the whole like aesthetic and theory, like not theory, but like the whole idea behind SCP containment breach. It's really it's different. It's not dealing with like aliens or zombies or ghosts. It's like these weird, like, unearthly things. Oh, I do. I love it. I really do. You hit the nail on the head with that. Hey, Irate, how's it going? I just noticed that you said hello there. I'm sorry that if I didn't get to you before you left. So, yeah. So, let's kind of get to some more recent questions because it looks like I've been kind of going on and on about some older questions. And let's see if I can refresh them. So, let's see. Every non-dairy / vegan cheese is disgusting. Is it? I've tried one. I forget the name of it, but it's at like Giant and it's at like regular grocery stores. I didn't like it at all. It didn't taste like it. But I've heard other people say like if you go to places like was it like Trader Joe's and some other places that it's really like you can get different vegan cheeses that are a lot better and to not base your decision off of the one that's at your regular grocery stores because they're really crappy. So I'm willing to give that a try. So let's see. I'm sorry if I skipped a couple questions. If I skipped your question, send it to me again. I just kind of want to get up to date on the more recent things. I think I was back a little far, so I want to keep going here. So again, if I didn't answer it, feel free to resend it. Don't feel embarrassed to. Don't hesitate. So, what do I think of the current culture of vilifying? Oh God. I think anything. So I used to do a lot of videos talking about like feminism and stuff. For those of you who have been around for that period of time, I feel like it's kind of. I feel like it's shifted. There was a period of time like back in the early 2010s between like 2000 I really started getting into it about 2012 to like 2015. It was really popular that there were like all of these cringy like outraged extremist videos circulating and they were very easy to disagree with, very easy to criticize. There was a lot of really ridiculous things, but with the way things have been going, and some personal experiences I've seen as well, not that they're anything significant or tragic or terrible, I have shifted a little bit, but definitely not to that extent. So, yeah. And it's you should let me see. There's some things that appear to be hidden on my chat here. Or it's given me the option to show it. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm going to try and keep going though. Let's see. Cheesy sushi? There is a sushi roll. I don't know if it's everywhere or if it's just specifically because I live near Philadelphia, but it's called a Philadelphia roll and it has cream cheese in it, but I haven't tried that. Fish and cheese are the only things that I can't combine. I should have mentioned that earlier when I said I'd put cheese on everything, because there is an exception, and it involves fish, and sushi and stuff. I'm more of a California roll person, but as you know, I wouldn't mind trying it, but I wouldn't expect to like it. What are my thoughts on The Sims 4? That looks like a girl in the picture. I'm gonna assume, yeah, it's a girl. So I'm gonna say, girl, listen to me. I love The Sims. I am so mad at the way that EA is taking advantage of us and minimizing everything in each expansion pack being released. I love The Sims 4. I have nearly every expansion pack. I think it's great. But there's a lot of problems with it. There's a lot of things that have been fixed. There's been a lot of things that have been repaired, like the fact that toddlers weren't in the game for like a good couple months after it released. Swimming pools, stuff like that, they finally brought back. I feel like they rushed it a little bit, but there's still things like cars. We still don't have cars. It's been like how many years, Sims 4? We still don't have cars. It's been finally released that the Sims what's it called? University is going to be it, and that's like the last of the 3 big expansion packs that have been relevant since The Sims 2. I hope they get more creative. I hope they do some more out of the box things, and I hope they have more replayability than some of the most recent expansion packs. The only expansion pack that I think is extremely replayable and extremely worth the money is Get Famous. To me, that one's actually like a full expansion pack. You can, build a sim up and do this and like kind of have a whole livelihood around it. Don't get me wrong, I love the expansion packs that have come out, but I'm just disappointed in the lack of things to do and the lack of playability in them. I think they could have gone a lot farther with a lot of different expansions. For example, the one, what was it? Strangeville? The one that was basically like Stranger Things but in a Sims game. That was so genius. That was such a good idea and it was so cool. But the replayability, like after you beat it, it's like, well, there's that. Now what do I do? I wish they would just like they have us right here. They just need to give us a little bit more. Give us a little bit more of our money's worth. And it's not just The Sims. It's like EA as a whole company. I've heard a lot of complaints. But sorry, I got passionately angry for a second about The Sims. But I love The Sims 4. I'm disappointed in some of its aspects. Personally, I think that The Sims 2 had totally been like its peak. The animations were fantastic. The details in it were great. They need to revive some of that in their next Sims game. So let's keep going. One interesting okay, wait, hold on. We'll get there because I don't want to skip any more questions. Any pet peeves? I hate snoring. I'm one of those people that like if someone's laying around, if like I'm sleeping in the same room as somebody and they're snoring, it drives me crazy. Especially if I'm trying to sleep too. I'm a pretty light sleeper. I know what that is. I can't pronounce it. Poutine? Did I say it right? That's like an Australian thing, isn't it? I've never had it. But I know what you're talking about. I just haven't had it. One interesting fact about me. Trying to think. What's interesting about me? I mentioned this already though. I don't think that counts. I was gonna say I used to do Irish dancing. And that's something that I don't talk about here too much. So I want to try and think of something else. I used to be very good at studying Japanese. I took it in college and I was awesome at it, but I ended up dropping the class, not because the class was too hard or I wasn't understanding. In fact, I was getting almost straight A's in that class. It was some of the people in there. I'll do a story time on that though. That's a good one. The instructor was really nice. The atmosphere was great, but yeah, so I missed a couple questions there, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay, maybe I did. Sorry. Does my boyfriend still wear the same beanie? No, I pretty much took it from him. Once in a while, once in a very blue moon, he'll like wear it, but no. Oh, I don't know if you've read this, but I suggested that you check out a game called Lost in Vivo because it's super Silent Hill-esque and kind of scary. I'm going to write that down so I remember it because that sounds really, really cool. Especially if it's related to Silent Hill. Let's see. Lost in Vivo. I hope I said it right, but I spelled it right, so I'll be able to look it up. Thank you for the suggestion. I appreciate it. What are my thoughts on 5 dancing Israelis? I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Let's see. Star Siege player, hello. And I said hello, everyone. Thank you for coming out to my stream last night. I recognize your name, and I remember you being there. So let's keep going. Oh no. See, I'll refresh the chat, and it just screws it up. Let's see. Let's see. You agree about the Sim stuff? You have almost all the expansion packs and got bored with them. See, exactly. They're so exciting and they're so like when they show the trailers, it's like, wow, they're really cool. And then you get them and then you play them for like an hour and it's like, well, there's that. I've got my use out of that expansion. It's so sad. They need to bring back some of the Sims 2 mechanics because that game, I can still go back and play that game and have more fun than I do when I play The Sims 4, which is so sad because I love the way The Sims 4 looks. I love its aesthetic. I love the way it looked. Like I said that twice. I reiterated myself. I love the art style of it. I wasn't crazy about The Sims 3. It put me off so much that I barely played that game. But when it comes to mechanics, it's just not the best. I'm sorry, it's just not. Let's see. You thought I was Canadian? Oh. No, it's okay. I'm close to Canada, technically. I mean, I'm pretty north, but nope, not Canadian. Kind of wish I was. I don't know. I feel like people in Canada are nicer than people around here. Parasite Eve is an awesome game. I don't know if they've ever tried to remake it for other consoles, but I remember that game for the PlayStation. I never beat it though. It was just that game was cool. Was all the questions about Islam? I don't know. Do I agree that Islam is right about women? That's a country that doesn't let women drive, right? No. Not that I'm aware of. I'm not too educated on that though. For the stuff that goes on. Let's see. Well, if anybody has any more questions, please ask them now. I think I do have my I think I have the chat updated so it's very quick. My favorite fast food. So my favorite fast food is a toss-up between Chipotle and Taco Bell. I know. Taco Bell has a lot of cheese. Chipotle is higher quality though, and Chipotle bowl. Let me tell you, Chipotle bowl with chicken. Although the reason why I haven't tried any of their other meats is just because I'm scared that it'll make me feel sick. But I usually go with the Chipotle bowl with chicken, with brown rice, sour cream, just like the normal amount, cheese, normal amount, lettuce, normal amount, extra salsa. Gives it a little bit of a kick, makes me feel a little bit healthier, and it's just a lot tastier. So, yeah. And as for Taco Bell, I'll pretty much eat the whole menu. I don't even care. I keep getting compared to Tim Pool. I didn't know who Tim Pool was until people started saying I looked like Tim Pool. And then I looked him up and I was like, I could see it. Do I know Ghostwire Tokyo? I do not. What is that? I'm not sure what that is. Let's see. Rat Mom, hey, just tuning in. Hello. We are going to be here for another couple more minutes, but then that's going to be it. I don't even remember. Does it tell me how long I've been streaming for? Wow, I've been streaming for an hour? Oh my god. I didn't even realize that. I thought it was like 20 minutes. Well, I only wanted to stream for like a half hour, so at 3:40 we'll call it. But for right now, I'll answer a few more questions. What's my favorite song at the moment? Let's see. I don't have a favorite. My favorite band, I have two favorite bands, which are Avenged Sevenfold and Metallica, and pretty much any song from theirs. I really enjoy the song "The Stage" from Avenged Sevenfold. Yeah. So let's keep going here. Just trying to. I did answer the fast food question. Do I watch sports? I do. I watch football, American football. Sorry, just to specify, but I haven't gotten into it too much the past couple years. My city, Philadelphia, won the Super Bowl a couple years ago, and that was really exciting. But the Philadelphia Eagles are not my favorite; they're my boyfriend's favorite, so I support them. Especially that year in particular, they started using German Shepherds to promote the fact that they were like the underdogs. And I have a Philadelphia Eagles shirt with the underdog on it, and it looks like Chester, and it's great. But they're actually not my favorite. I'm a pretty short person, actually. I'm like 5'3". Am I the only one that looks extremely young for their age in my family? I guess, maybe. Um, there's kind of reason why I guess I have, like, a baby face. I've never, like, done anything, like, I've never smoked, I've never drank, I've never done, like, a lot of things, and I know that sounds really weird, for somebody who's 25, almost 25. Um, I'm not somebody that engages in a lot of unhealthy-ish stuff like that, so I have a feeling that that kind of helps with, like, the way my skin looks and, the aging of it. A lot of people in my family have, like, a good portion of people in my family have, like, smoked a lot through their lives and stuff, so obviously that creates, like, aging, um, but as far as anything like that, I guess I'm one of the few that have, like, a baby face. And, yeah, looks really young for my age. And YouTube just notified you? My god. Jeez. Well, I'm sorry about that. For the record though, this was supposed to this stream was supposed to happen like 2 hours ago, but I had some technical difficulties. So the next time I have a stream, I'm going to continue using StreamYard because StreamYard is the real MVP and works when OBS doesn't. StreamYard allows me to schedule streams the way that YouTube does. So from now on, if I plan a live stream, it's going to be like a day in advance, and that way more people will be able to show up and hang out. So yeah, I'm so sorry though that you just got notified of it. I'm 6'4". I wish I were 6'4". I'd be a giant. So let's see. We already went over the favorite TV shows. Or did we? I kind of just talked about some Netflix shows that I liked, which to reiterate would be some Netflix shows are BoJack Horseman, Agretsuko, and Stranger Things. They're my like top 3 on Netflix right now. What do I watch on YouTube? Who inspires me? Oh no, I don't think that's been asked before. So I watch a lot of different content. One thing that I feel like a lot more people should watch are people like Daryl Eves, people like what's the other one? What's his name? Nick Nimmin, if you're interested in creating videos, because they are very helpful with like not only the marketing side of YouTube, but making sure that your videos are seen more by people. They're very, very helpful. And I'm actually going to be making a video talking about some tips, kind of reaching out to my audience who might not see those videos, because they're really helpful, especially if you do videos like this where you do commentary and stuff. Aside from that, let's see, regarding commentators, I watch pretty much, let's see. I've been watching a lot of iNabber. I don't know if you the more I think about it, the more I'm like, wow, everybody I watch is like from the UK or like from Europe somewhere. iNabber, Pyrocynical, Kavos, and there's actually somebody who I think is pretty up and coming. His name's Curtis Price, and he was actually in my live stream yesterday. He popped in for a minute on the chat. And he's pretty cool. If you like my videos, you'll like pretty much any of those people I named, but he's kind of like somebody who's around my subscriber level right now, but I swear he's gonna just watch. He's gonna get popular really quick. But he's pretty cool too. He puts a lot of effort in. A lot of them, they all do. They put effort into their videos. They do commentary, but they're not like super negative about it. I also watch people like Blair White and Mr. Repzion for certain things. Not everything. Uh, I used to watch a lot of Shoe on Head when she'd do like her funny like memeing and like trolling type of stuff. She seems to be doing a lot more political stuff now. I haven't seen her post a lot. And then I watch a lot of makeup channels too. And of course, as I'm sure everybody knows, we've been keeping up with the Shane documentary. I'm really, for somebody that used to be obsessed with Shane Dawson, and then at one point I was a hater of Shane Dawson, and now I'm kind of becoming obsessed with him again. It's really, really, like, it puts me in awe to see that, he's doing so well now. He's kind of gone through a lot. So he's like the face of YouTube at this point, and I'm really, really excited for him. So yeah. Do I do hood rat things? I just sit in my house all day. No, I don't. Yeah, okay, so someone said never drank impressive. I'm gonna make a video on this at some point. I have a big family history of certain addictive tendencies, so I've never wanted to give myself the opportunity to have those tendencies. So I've made the conscious decision to never get drunk ever. And I've never gotten drunk. In fact, the only time I've ever consumed alcohol was for my Holy Communion when I went to Catholic school or CCD classes, whatever. Which is actually more cringy than saying I've never drank in my life. So yeah. Let's see. Stay out of the sun. I cannot do a backflip. So yeah, have I ever met a fan? No, I'm not that cool. But somebody did say that they were like a fan of mine or watched my Onision videos, my first few that I've now no longer have on my channel that are privated. I think somebody that went to my college recognized me, but they recognized me from school, not my videos, opposed to recognizing me from my videos at school, if that makes sense. So yeah. Would I ever consider doing an exposed video on roadside zoos in Canada? We just had an election and the animals really need a voice. I'm going to type that down too. I'm going to write that in the same thing. Roadside zoos. I'll look into that. I was going to do a video about a fox sanctuary in Japan. Maybe I'll do a more broad spectrum one. I'll see. Let's see. It disappeared. Someone said that they love watching Pyrocynical and Chew. Pyrocynical, his videos crack me up. They just make me laugh so much. Oh god, they're funny. Let's see. Let me see. I'm gonna also write that. What's that called? Papanax Zoo and Roaring Cat Retreat? Oh no. Let's see. I'm gonna write that down. I'm sorry. For the silence here. Oh no. Roaring Cat Retreat. Okay. I'm gonna look that up. Someone said, can you say hi, Amy? So hi, Amy. Let's see. Crazy to see how much we have in common. Oh, I'm glad that you have some things in common with me. So we did talk about religion already a little bit. Basically, to answer that in a short version, I'm pretty much agnostic, which means I don't really know what to believe, or I'm okay with the uncertain. What school did I go to? Unfortunately, I cannot answer that question. Just because I don't want people I'm sure you're fine, but there's some people out there that could probably try to figure out what school I went to and then try to find personal stuff, and I don't know, that seems pretty risky to publicly say, but I'm sorry. I will say that at one point I went to a charter school, and it was very, very helpful for me, but not for the reasons you would maybe assume. A lot of people think that people go to charter schools specifically for learning or behavioral disabilities, and I had neither. For me, it was because I moved out of my school district, and I really, really loved the school district I was once in. So this charter school allowed people to come out from their school district. So if you were in a different school district, you could still go to this school, but it was run by the school district that I wanted to be a part of, and that was close as I can get to it without paying a lot of money, because if you want to go to the school outside your school district, you have to pay out of pocket, just like you would for a college. So that was my closest thing, and it was great. Do I stand... I don't know if I'm thinking of what I should be thinking. Do I stand BTS? Is that that's a Korean pop band? So yeah, I hope I'm not wrong there and that I'm not gonna get laughed at. Oh, and we're over 3:40. Okay, I'm gonna answer a few more questions and then we're gonna wrap things up a little bit. My opinion on religious appropriation and gendered race politics. I'm just so fed up with things in this country. I'm just gonna say, like, there's so. One of the reasons why I stopped talking about political topics is because it stresses me out so much. A lot. I hate that no matter what you do, no matter who you are, there's always gonna be somebody that you can't change their mind on something. You can't change everybody's opinions on political and religious beliefs. But I personally think, now this is just me, and one of the reasons why I stopped liking the Catholic Church is because there's still a lot of Catholic churches out there that are against, people being gay, or they're still against people like having the freedom of choice and stuff. And it's horrible. Let people be who they want to be. Let people be who they are. And the same thing for like racial things. Luckily, at least in my area, that's not as bad anymore. Um, and when I say anymore, I mean like over the past like few decades. But I know that there are still places in the United States where it's a problem. And I feel like it'll never fully be extinguished. But hopefully things could be in a better direction. Because it's sickening. There's terrible people out there. And it makes me upset to talk about. So let's see. She went to Peppa Pig public school. Okay, so let's see. Oh, BTS is also short for back to school. Let's see. Politics is extremely toxic. I feel like nowadays, let's say you're right or left, or you consider yourself centered. Um, let's just say you're on the left. As soon as you announce that, there's going to be people that might agree with certain opinions you have, but because you announce that, like, oh, well, I'm on the left, they're never going to want to put down their emotional, what's the word I'm looking for? Their emotional bias against saying that. And they're going to be against what you say. It's basically considered being like a partisan, what do they call it? Partisan hack. But it's really unfortunate because I feel like nowadays, at least in this freaking country, we care more about parties and what side somebody's on opposed to caring about solving problems. And I'm sure that that's, something that isn't new, but I feel like it's so much worse nowadays than it used to be. Do I like school? Oh, I love I'm a very academically driven person. I love school when I attend school. I'm currently not in school, but yeah. I in college when I would go learned so much more than I learned throughout 12 years of high school, things that I will never forget in just a couple semesters. I took a history class and I learned so much more in that history class than I did my entire high school career or just school in general. So, anyway, let's see. Have you ever died but then came back to life, or is it just me? Well, if I did, I would not know. Okay, well, I think now is a good time to. Wait, hold on. She's to. I use a phoenix down to defend myself against Sephiroth. Well, I think now is a good time to consider this to be the end of the stream. 10 minutes past the time that I really wanted to end it. We were trying to end it at 3:40, but now it's 3:50. My streaming schedule is gonna be, well, I don't really know if I'm gonna have a schedule, but I'm glad that this worked. I'm really happy that I was able to finally stream on here. And now that I am able to figure out how to schedule it without going directly through YouTube's broadcasting system, which really sucked, I think I will be able to be better at setting up a stream and letting you guys know, a day or two in advance. I really, really appreciate everybody who came out. And I did see one more question that I felt like was pretty interesting to answer. What is my preferred gender pronoun? She, her. Honestly though, call me whatever you want. I know that kind of sounds not that doesn't I guess that doesn't sound productive for people that really want to say like, no, I really want to be called a she, her, or a they, them. But for me personally, I don't care what you call me. You can call me a bitch. You could say that bitch. Just like I think Blair White said that was her pronouns, is that bitch. But thank you for asking me that, because I think that it's good to kind of normalize that. So I call myself a she, her, but if you don't agree with that for whatever reason, call me whatever you want. So yeah. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I'm gonna end it here, and make sure you're following me on Twitter if you don't already, because I'm gonna be posting a lot of updates there. So thank you so much, and I'll see you later.